exhilarating sports talk coming up next on The Doug Stewart Show in about 2 minutes. Stay tuned. We're about to have some fun. That's right, sports talk, guy talk, right here on The Doug Stewart Show. Show coming up in about a minute and a half. Hold on. You have entered a no puppet zone. That's right, no puppetry around here. The Doug Stewart Show coming up in about 1 minute. The realest, treeless, most unfiltered sports and guy talk show in America. The Doug Stewart Show coming up in about 30 seconds. Yes!
Doctor, this is the mayor talking.
All right.
Doctor,
Come on, what?
always do the right thing.
If you came here to hear for fake, you are in the wrong place. We are for real around here. We keeps it real. This is the Doug Stewart Show, the livest, the realest, the trillest sports talk show in America. Are you not entertained? This is Sports Talk with Hot Sauce. Texas Pete Hot Sauce, the Doug Stewart Show.
Game time. Good morning. What's happening? Hey, welcome to the Doug Stewart Show, man. Thank you so much for joining your folk. And oh boy, we got a great show lined up for you today, as we do every single day. And, man, you see the title of the show, man. I don't know what's worse, being a Lions fan or being a Browns fan. We'll talk about that today, obviously. Bring that beat back one more time, though. Bring it back. Yes, sir. Happy Friday to you. Thank you for joining me on the Doug Stewart Show. This is a fantastic, freaky, funny Football Friday. And, man, we're going to have some fun today. Read a lot of your chat messages. We do birthdays, Dougie Dailies, top fives every once in a while. I mean, every once in a while, I'll even sing for you as well. Yes, sir. I do all of that. Right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Shouts out to all of the Stewies, everybody already in the chat room. What up, Stewies? Happy Friday to you, man. If you're new to the show, if you're new to the Doug Stewart Show, a couple things you need to do. You need to follow the show on Spreaker.com, okay? Go into Spreaker, find the Doug Stewart Show, and then hit the little follow button. And so whenever a show goes live on the network, not only my show, but any of the other shows that we do, any of the other promotional interviews, you'll be alerted. So that's big. And then you also need to hit the little chat bubble and go into the chat room and be totally interactive with the Stewies. That's what I call the people in the chat room. And I call said chat room the Fantasy Island of Sports and Guy Chat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Morning Star Lord, Cedric Galloway, Grego, said, Mocha Bella, Kim Jane, Casey, said Galloway, Mike, Uncle Mike, we forgot to even resolve that whole Uncle Mike situation. We will do that about what happened a couple weeks ago. We also got the Boiled Peanuts Awards today. And you know what? I didn't even take the nominations. A lot of stuff been going on around here. So what I'm going to do is during the break, I'm going to go into the Doug Stewart Show Facebook group page and ask you to give me nominations for the Boiled Peanuts Award. And what the Boiled Peanuts Award is in effect an award that goes to the Buster of the Week. Right. The GOATs. Some people call them game balls and goats. We call them ballers and busters around here. So the Boiled Peanuts Award, and it's a long story behind the name, goes out to the Buster of the Week. So we'll get your thoughts on that, man, and we'll award that a little bit later. Obviously, we'll talk about what happened last night, Thursday night football between the Lions and the Packers. Mark Richt officially gone. Hey, we shouldn't applaud. Come on, studio audience, you're better than that. It's official. We'll talk about why it's official. No exceptions for this exceptional athlete. We'll tell you about that. Tiger Woods is in the news a little bit. College football talk, NFL talk, and once again, the Funky Four. We'll talk football all day long today, but today we'll do that, but we'll give you at the end of today's show the Funky Four, which are the four biggest games in college and pro. We'll hit 2 college and 2 pro, but we'll talk about all the other games that are going on this weekend as well in the world of the NFL and of college football. You can give the show a call, old school style, 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. But once again, the easy way to be interactive is just to hit me up in the chat room on Spreaker.com. Yes, sir! I might sing for y'all today. You know what? I'm probably not going to sing for y'all today. If you're new to the Doug Stewart Show, I sing as well. I've been blessed with the gift of song. And so every once in a while, just to break the monotony and, do something a little bit different from sports. We talk entertainment around here. We do a lot of things outside of just talking sports. I'll sing for you. And so I built up quite a collection of classic hits and renditions of songs and karaoke songs over my career. Shut up! Shut up! My career spanning all of about, how long have I been singing? Probably about 2 months. But so today maybe we'll play one of the Dougie Classics, man, and have some fun with that, all right? 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. I saw Mocha asked a question in the chat room. Did anybody watch The Wiz last night? I saw pieces of it. I was watching the football game, obviously. Had a meeting, then came home at about the start of the second quarter. Was watching the football game, and the wife was watching The Wiz last night. I haven't watched the whole thing yet, and I'm going to go and watch it. But from what I saw, man, I thought it was okay. What are y'all thoughts about The Wiz last night? Yeah, I thought it was okay. I don't know. I want to get y'all thoughts. Evidently, a lot of people watched it, and it was live. I think they were on Broadway, The Wiz live, ABC, I believe it was. And, I thought it was pretty cool. I saw a lot of people on social media saying that you shouldn't have redid a classic. And I saw some people had concerns about some of the lingo that they used, some of the vernacular that they used. I guess they were using some slang phrases or whatever. And one particular person I had a little debate with on my Facebook page, they were saying, she hated the fact that they use, it was some phrase that they use today. Like in the example of today they use the term ratchet, and they used something like that in the show last night, and she just hated that. I'm like, well, wait a minute, you do understand this is 2015, and that was the whole purpose, is they were updating the Wiz, so they can't use terms that they used back in the, early 70s whenever the first Wiz came out. Back in the 70s they used, dynamite. Or they use, what's happening. Maybe that's probably a bad example because I still use that today. But you know what I mean. They tried to update it. So I didn't have a problem with that. Now I'm going to watch it, and maybe it's not as good as I thought because, once again, I only saw a couple of minutes of it. But what are your thoughts on The Wiz, man? We'll talk about that. I think it's a great thing. I know a lot of people in America. You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. I know a lot of people in America that have never seen The Wiz, but kind of quasi were forced to watch it last night because it was on network TV, they were probably very, very confused. Because if you used to Dorothy and Toto and stuff like that, and then they flip it and they call it the Wiz, and the Wiz is actually Richard Pryor or Queen Latifah, you're very, very confused as a little 7-8-year-old kid in Kansas. You're very confused at what you're watching. That's funny. Hey, 404-382-0338. You can also email me at Doug@thedugstewart.com. Last night, man, an incredible ending to the Monday Night Football game, man. The Green Bay Packers, they come from behind, man, and get the huge win, 27-23. Hail Mary pass. And you see the title of the show, man. You talk about Possum Luck, man. Meet the Lions. Earlier this week, we talked about the Cleveland Browns and how the Browns have just been bad. They've sucked the entire time that I can remember. And, man, I'm trying to figure who's been a worse franchise and who's had more bad luck occur to their franchise over the last 30 years. Is it the Cleveland Browns or is it the Detroit Lions? Now, first of all, let's make sure we're on the same page. Do we agree that the most snake-bitten, most possum luck team in the NFL, I guess, over the term, over the entire period of the last 30 years, the two worst, or once again, the two most snake-bitten are probably the Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions, right? Am I right about that? Now, Detroit's seemingly, when Wayne Fontes was there, when Ryan was there, my brother Ryan was there, and they had Barry Sanders, they had a couple of years where they made the playoffs. But, you know, for the most part, the Lions sucked. Even with one of the greatest running backs in the history of the game, the Lions sucked. The Cleveland Browns, I think if I had to say one sucked more than the other and just had bad possum luck, you don't know what possum luck is? Possum luck is basically the luck that a possum has. If you're from the country, you know about this, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. You can see a possum trying to walk across the highway, but in the history of possums, in the history of this world, a possum has never successfully made it from one side of the street to the other. They could be a half an inch from the other side of the street and making it and getting ran over by a Mack truck. That's possum luck. Oh, okay? So that's possum luck. And the Lions, I think, man, I think they've had a little bit better time of it, slightly. I guess they've had bigger names. You talk about Barry Sanders and Calvin Johnson, Megatron. Then Cleveland has, you know, consistently over the last 30 years. Both teams suck. And last night you saw real bad luck come into play as well for the Cleveland Browns or for the Detroit Lions. And so, what are your thoughts on that, man? Do we got any Packers fans in the building? Do we have any Detroit Lions fans that listen to the Doug Stewart Show? Cleveland Browns fans, would you like to answer that question? Who's been worse over the last 30 years, Cleveland or Detroit? Yeah, let's talk about that today. Have a little fun with that, man. All right, 404-382-0338. You can also email me at Doug@thedugstewartshow.com. When we get back, let's talk a little bit more about last night, what happened in the NFL. We'll also talk about Mark Richt, man. Him and the Georgia Bulldogs officially, and I mean officially, part ways. Yeah. Birthday's coming up a little bit later as well. Don't go away. Keep it locked. This is the Doug Stewart Show. Fantasy sports fans are winning huge cash prizes every day at DraftKings.com. America's favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want. Just pick your sport and draft your team. It's like a new season every time you play, so you're never stuck with the same players. Last year, $300 million were won at DraftKings.com, and you could be next to win big. Go to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code STU to play for free. That's Stu for free entry now at DraftKings.com. Also, if you use promo code STU, DraftKings will match your initial deposit up to $600. Deposit $600, play with $1,200. DraftKings.com, promo code STU. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. This is your folk, Doug Stewart. Want to protect you and your family from life's unexpected mishaps? Then join 7. Join 7 is a prepaid legal company under the umbrella of the Protection Group. Join 7 is the only group benefit or motor club in the U.S. that offers auto reimbursement coverage, key replacement coverage, roadside assistance, gives you a current Medi-file, prescription savings, and fully encompassed prepaid legal benefits that include identity theft. They got your back. The average combined cost to purchase these benefits individually is over $850 a year. Join today and take advantage of all 7 for $17 a month. They've been around for over 20 years, so check them out by clicking on the banner link on my page, thedugstewartshow.com, or the app. Just go ahead and join 7. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Better have my money. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. Yes, sir. Yeah. All right, so today we're talking football all day long. Also doing boiled peanuts a little bit later. Go to the Doug Stewart Show Facebook group if you're already a member. If you're not a member, you're going to have to ask for permission to join the group. But if you are a member already, go in there, man, and tell me who should be nominated this week for boiled peanuts right here on the Doug Stewart Show. I know. Boiled peanuts really kind of makes you sad. It actually makes you feel good, though, if you're from South Carolina. Boiled peanuts is a delicacy. If you're new to the show and you're from some other place other than the low country of South Carolina, boiled peanuts is, for a lot of people, it's an acquired taste, but it's an absolute delicious delicacy. It is. Trust me on this. Trust me on this. I mean, it's a marvelous, marvelous thing, boiled peanuts. But it's actually a bad thing on this show. So go to the Doug Stewart Show and give me your nominees for the Boiled Peanuts Award, and we'll award that a little bit later. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. Possum Luck, Detroit Lions go down last night, 27-23. Had a 17-point lead in the first half. Green Bay comes back, storming back. A couple of observations about this game last night. One, can somebody please tell me what in the hell is going on with Eddie Lacy and the organization? I remember a couple of weeks ago when he had got benched, and matter of fact, it might have even been before he got benched. People in the chat room were saying they didn't like Eddie Lacy and they didn't think he was a good running back, which I think is ridiculous. I think he's been a great running back ever since he's been in the NFL. But so he got the start back a couple of weeks ago, had 200-yard rushing games the last 2 weeks, and then last night gets benched for Starks. Like, is Eddie Lacy messing with somebody's daughter on that coaching staff or something like that? Like, who is he pissed off? Because clearly he's pissed somebody off. Also, something that kind of struck me and when I thought about it is if you watch at the end of that game the Hail Mary pass that Aaron Rodgers threw to the end zone, caught by the Richard Rodgers kid, which was a phenomenal play. And I mean, that was textbook how you run a Hail Mary play. You let everybody get down there, get set up, you throw the ball up high. But the first thing I thought about when I watched Aaron Rodgers throw that ball is the fact that he could throw the ball. He threw that ball about 67 yards. And you remember last week or the week before, all of the conversation was about Matt Ryan and how he has lost arm strength in the Indianapolis game. I mean, he gave it everything he had. He threw the ball like 53 yards. Last night, Aaron Rodgers threw that ball 67 yards. He threw it very, very high. So if he had to, he could probably throw it even further. So it makes you kind of, feel some type of way when you compare your quarterback with that quarterback. Yes, sir. He choked it up there. And, I mean, he threw it a country mile, came straight down like rain, and the Rodgers kid was right there, man. Phenomenal play. That might be one of the greatest Hail Mary plays that I've ever seen. And we've seen a lot of great Hail Mary plays. We have. But that was a pretty damn good one last night for the Green Bay Packers, man. What you talk about? Doug Flutie, Hail Mary over Miami to go ahead. And that pretty much was the thing that sealed the deal for him to win the Heisman Trophy. Colorado Buffaloes, Cordell Stewart, the Hail Mary pass in their game. So we've seen a lot of great Hail Mary. There was a Hail Mary play a couple of years ago involving the Seattle Seahawks, I believe, and the Green Bay Packers. So we've seen a lot of great Hail Mary plays, man. But that was textbook Hail Mary play. 404-382-0338. What are your thoughts on last night? Is this going to be kind of like the benchmark to where the Green Bay Packers can kind of turn their season around? They started off the season 6-0 and then have been struggling the last couple of weeks. No one can figure out why. Maybe we look back and this is kind of the thing that turns them around. They got a lot of issues on the offensive line, so they're trying to piece things together for the most part as far as their protection schemes for Aaron Rodgers. But maybe we look back and things like this in sports history a lot of times, man, have turned teams around. Maybe they'll rally the troops. We will see. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. I'll read some of your chat here in a second. Former Georgia quarterback or head coach Mark Richt will not coach the Bulldogs in their bowl game as originally planned. And I don't have a problem with that. I mean, it makes perfect sense. I mean, let's be honest. Mark Richt's got a new job. He's the new head coach of the Miami Hurricanes, and he's got a lot of stuff he's got to get together. He's got to put together a staff. He's got to get back on the recruiting trail. When you have these transitions from one regime to a new one, you kind of fall behind in recruiting. You got to go and reassure some of the recruits that you got coming in, and you got to try to, pick up a couple of more guys as well. And what's the point of Mark Richt hanging around a school that just fired his ass? You know what I'm saying? And not only that, if I'm Miami, I want my coach on the job. I don't want my coach around here BSing, playing around this old stuff with Georgia. I mean, it's over. It's a wrap. Mark Richt had a tremendous career at the University of Georgia, 15 years. Fantastic. He never ultimately won the games he was supposed to win or that fans wanted him to win. He was great. He's a fantastic coach. I talked about this the last couple of days. I think he's going to be a fantastic coach for the University of Miami. Let's just move on. And that's exactly what they've done. So Mark Richt is in Coral Gables to stay. And the Georgia Bulldogs will go to their bowl game, whatever that may be. And let's be honest, it's going to be something like the toilet bowl. I mean, seriously. I mean, it's not going to be anything to write home to mama about. It's just not. And so yeah, Mark Richt's headed to Miami, and that's it. His tenure at the University of Georgia is over. Let me read some of your chat, man. Thank you for the chat. What up, Stewies? From Ducking and Dodging. What up, Ducking and Dodging? He says you can't be mad about the Wiz musical when the Wiz is a remake too. Never even thought about it like that, but he's exactly right. The Wiz is a remake of The Wizard of Oz. Just basically added a little bit of flavor to it, and they called it. So yeah, I don't have a problem with that. He's exactly right. That's a very good point. I'm going to run that by my wife and see what she says about that. Let me see. More of your chat here from Orrin Williams. He says the Wiz was good, but the commercials took way too long. It probably had a lot. See, because I can't remember, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong about this, but they kept promoting the fact that the Wiz was going to be live on stage. Was it actually live? Or was it live and they taped it and they showed it last night? I'm thinking it was live, but you had a lot. If you did a live show on network TV, you got to imagine how nervous you would be that something would go wrong. If that was the case, and this was a big production, they promoted the hell out of this thing for the last couple of weeks, I'm sure that sponsors wanted a piece of it. If there's a lot of sponsors, that means there's money to be given out. So I can't be too mad at that. I mean, big ups to them. What's the guy's name? Kenny Leon, the producer. I think he's actually from Atlanta. From Uncle Luke. What up, Uncle Luke? He says, I haven't heard anybody say anything about the sister and the white husband in the Walmart commercial, but the ish hit the fan when the brother and his wife and his white wife were in the Cheerios commercials. I haven't heard anything about that either. From Eugene Jackson, he says, NFL game of the weekend, Minnesota versus Seattle, because Green Bay won Thursday. I look forward to watching Minnesota. I was excited to see Minnesota play against the Falcons last week, just because of Adrian Peterson. I'm also following the progression of Teddy Bridgewater, and they're winning football games. Kind of an interesting little story. They got a great defense. From 9-0 the Rhino, some group is mad at NBC because the Wiz cast was all black. I can imagine that. I mean, you know what it is. From Clay Davis's Uncle Sheed advisor, Uncle Luke, of course, not sisters would hate Scandal if the roles were reversed on that show too. After the fact, I think subconsciously you might be right. Some people might have a problem with it. But I mean, that type of stuff happens all the time already. Let me see what we got here. From Miss Mocabella, did Doug say boiled peanuts or peanuts? You know what I said, boiled peanuts. Let's see what we got here. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Corporate brother, what up, Clay? Just trying to make it off the 9-to-5 plantation. From Grego, Laugh Out Loud 47. What the hell did you tell you 40 yards is stretching it? It was 40 yards. If you're talking about Matt Ryan and the throw that he made against the Indianapolis Colts, it was 40 yards. He made it 40 yards. I think I saw where they said it was like 53 yards. Now, I got to go back and look at it. But when Matt Ryan threw that ball, man, he literally put his testicles in it as well. I mean, all balls, nuts, everything. He put it all in that throw. And it didn't go, near as far as an NFL quarterback should throw a Hail Mary pass. So that's very, very concerning if you're a Falcons fan. All right, when we get back from the break, man, we'll talk some birthdays. As a matter of fact, man, we got a couple of families' birthdays today on the Doug Stewart Show. We'll talk about them. Oh, we got to give a special shout out to a certain fraternity. They got a birthday today as well. I guess we'll do that. Shouts out to you, Chico the Alpha. We'll do that. Talk celebrity birthdays as well. Get back to the sports. Talk football all day long right here on the Doug Stewart Show. Don't go away. Keep it locked. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you.
At Ticket Liquidator, we believe you should have access to the experiences you want to be a part of. Since 2003, Ticket Liquidator has been connecting buyers and sellers with the most sought-after and often sold-out events across the country. Ticket Liquidator's nationwide network gives you access to one of the largest online inventories of sports, theater, and concert tickets, with prices lower than most companies in other markets. And our security policies are solid, so you can buy with absolute confidence. More tickets, better service, and lower prices, so you can witness the best entertainment, culture, and sports events worldwide At Ticket Liquidator, we know that seeing a legend bring down the house or watching your team win the championship is about more than a ticket. It's about being there. For all your sports and entertainment ticket needs, call us at 855-638-3034. Again, that's 855-638-3034.
National Debt Relief is one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies, made up of energetic individuals who are passionate about helping thousands of Americans with debt relief. Most importantly, we're all about helping our customers through a tough financial time in their lives with education and individual customer service. We're dedicated to helping individuals and families rid their lives of burdensome debt. Specializing in debt settlement, and they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditor and collection accounts. Providing clients with both expertise and proven results, this means helping customers in time of hardship to get out of debt with the least possible cost. It can also mean conducting financial consultations, educating the customer, and recommending the appropriate solution. Core Services offer debt settlement as an alternative. I repeat, alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, and debt consolidation. National Debt Relief is your #1 advocate group to help you reestablish financial stability as quickly as possible. So give us a call at 844-828-4975. Again, that's 844-828-4975, and work it out.
I got this feeling, and it's making me break into a cold sweat whenever I'm present. It doesn't matter how long.
Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. You talk about the hottest song in America in 1986, 87? Yes, sir. What y'all know about the great Sweet Tea? 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. Do you or anyone you know, man, need advertising at a great rate that has a great reach? Once again, don't forget, we have close to 10,000 followers here on the Doug Stewart Show. Damn, we've been trying to cross this 10,000 mark barrier for a while now, but we're pretty damn close. A ton of followers, a great fan base here on the Doug Stewart Show, man. People tune in every single day. Family, the Stewies in the chat room. We do a lot of things. So we do a lot of big things here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. If you like to advertise with us, we can interview you on my show, do like a promotional interview with you. We can promote you on social media. We do voiceovers. I can host or speak at your event. We do a lot of hosting as well. Your party maybe. Play your music on the network. And the big thing, man, is we are broadcasting other shows on the network. All right, like the Kicking It with Kesey show. We got another show that we're about to drop here in a couple of days as well on the network. We got a great fan base once again. Over 300,000 listens to the network. You can also advertise on the 2 Live Stews as well, which comes on 640 WGST on Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. as well as iHeartRadio. All right. So if you'd like to advertise with TDSS or 2LS, the Doug Stewart Show or the 2 Live Stews, email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. Let's do some business. Celebrating birthdays today is Jay-Z. Turns 46 years old today. Happy birthday to Jay-Z. So I'm actually a little bit older than Jay-Z. It is kind of awkward, and I talked about this a couple of days ago. It is kind of awkward to see a 46, 50-year-old dude rapping. It is kind of awkward. But we got to get over that, man. We got to start paying homage and showing love to our, to our legends. Jay-Z is still on top. He's kind of one of the exceptions to the rule. He's one of the exceptions to the rule. He is one of the exceptions to the rule. But what I'm saying is you got to kind of try to show love to the veterans, to the older cats, to the Big Daddy Kane. So if Jay-Z's 46, Big Daddy Kane got to be 50. He's got to be. Okay, Rakim got to be 50. They still need love, too. They still need to eat. Show love to the old school rappers, man. But happy birthday to Jay-Z. Celebrating her 42nd birthday today is Tyra Banks. Tyra Banks turned 42 years old today. Happy birthday to her. Chick don't got a 4-head. She got an 8-head. But happy birthday to her. Who else we got? Orlando Brown turns 28 years old today. Happy birthday to him. You know who he is? He's played in a bunch of different, like, black TV shows. Oh, you know what you're going to remember him from? He was the little kid that played in Major Payne with Damon Wayans. He was a little funny kid, had a little funny little role. He did a little dance scene in that movie, but he's been in a bunch of other little TV shows, probably with like Moesha and stuff like that. So happy birthday to him. And who else we got celebrating a birthday today? Tony Dodd. You know who Tony Dodd is? Tony Dodd is the dude, the brother that's always playing a villain or a monster or something like that. He's the dude that played Tony. He's the dude that played Candyman. Happy birthday to Tony Dodd. 61 years old today. Candyman. Then he'll appear. Whatever. Happy birthday to him. Also celebrating, I think he said it, damn it, I didn't write it down. My bad. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Let me see. I can quickly pull it up here. Shouts out to my man. Yeah. Happy birthday to Kaylin Finney. She turns 12 years old today. Greg Finney, one of the Stewies in the chat room. That's his daughter. Happy birthday, Caitlin. Or is it Kaylin? I'm sorry, no T. Kaylin. Happy birthday, Kaylin, from the Doug Stewart Show and the staff. Also, Big Smooth's wife, a.k.a. the governor of sports in Minnesota, Big Smooth, Vince, his wife, Angie. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday to the first lady of sports in Minnesota, Angie Wright. Happy birthday, Angie. And them are my peoples right there. Not many people down here can say they got peoples in Minnesota. Like, I got to be honest with you, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Let me see. Oh, no. Okay. So I know, and actually it's funny because Vince actually knows Rick Kamala. Rick Kamala was the only person that I've ever met in my life from the state of Minnesota up until I met Vince at the Doug Stewart Show 1-year anniversary weekend. But Rick Kamala and Vince actually know each other. They actually went to school together. People, I got to explain who Rick Kamala is. Rick Kamala is the host on the NBA Network. He's a sports talk guy here in Atlanta. He used to do shows with me and Ryan back in the day on our show when he was just getting into the broadcasting business, I guess, here in Atlanta, the radio business here. So if one of us were on vacation, the station brought him in to kind of fill in. So real good guy, Rick Kamala, and him and Vince actually know each other. Vince, Big Smooth in the chat room as well. They went to school together. They went to the University of Minnesota together. But happy birthday to Angie. That's the bottom line. And also, man, happy birthday to the Alphas. Yeah. Happy birthday to the Alphas. Would they come around? 1906? I'm not going to even do the damn math, but happy birthday to y'all. Don't do that. Be nice. I got a love-hate relationship with the Alphas. Bunch of cool fellas. If you follow me on Facebook, I gave a shout-out to some of the Alphas that I know that went to college with me at South Carolina State University, but I also had to throw a little bow in there. I says, happy birthday to y'all and to all of the other Alphas that I didn't remember with y'all step show stealing asses. Damn, they used to rip us off. All right, long story short, the step shows at South Carolina State, they had, a group of judges. Okay, they had a group of judges that judge the step shows. And one of the judges every single year was the freaking advisor to the Alphas. Now, I'm not saying they can't step. I'm not saying that the Alphas couldn't step back in the early 1990s at South Carolina State University. But one year in particular, my last year on campus, we really, really tried to win. Now let me tell you why I say that. Because we want to win, But really, the way we came in the frat, the way that it was explained to us is, listen, we're going to get robbed anyway because the judge is an alpha and he's going to influence everybody else to lose. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to make sure if we don't win the step show, we're going to win the cream. You damn right. You better be applauding. So we're going to win the cream. So that means we were going to do an out show. You know, we were going to do what the Qs do, get on the ground and hunch the ground and, you know, stick our tongues out and be real, real nasty. And we're going to win the cream war. But this particular year, we said we're going to really, really focus on technical-ish, and we're going to try to win this thing legit. They're not going to be able to take it away from us, even though they freaking advise us on the judging committee. And lo and behold, we set it out. I mean, we did a tremendous show. I think I even got that show on videotape. I need to get it converted to DVD or MP3. And we said we were going to win, and we knew we were going to win. We set it out. You ask anybody from the fall of 92 that saw the Q step show at South Carolina State how we set that ish out. And sure enough, this year's winner of the homecoming step show, Fall 92, South Carolina State University is, you can hear a pin drop because everybody knew we had won. A-Phi-A! Damn it. Never lost. I don't think they ever lost a step show when we was on campus, when I was on campus for all 4 years. I think them freaking alphas won every step show that came around. Every single one. Every single one. Yes, I'm still bitter. Yes, I need to let it go. But no, I can't. But in all seriousness, man, a bunch of good dudes over there, man. Greek love, much love. Happy birthday, happy Founders Day to y'all. I had to tell that story. It still bothers me. It still bothers me. And now I see the alphas all showing their faces in the chat room. Whatever, man. Whatever. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. When we get back from the break, man, let's talk a little bit about Tiger Woods, man. Tiger Woods did a very, very revealing interview for Time Magazine, and we'll talk about some of the very poignant things he had to say. I think it's an RAP for Tiger. You know, and I've been saying this for the last couple of years that I didn't think he was going to pass Jack Nicklaus's record for majors. He's kind of confirming it now, you know, himself. That's not a good look. All right? Don't go away. Keep it locked. This is the Doug Stewart Show. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
At Ticket Liquidator, we believe you should have access to the experiences you want to be a part of. Since 2003, Ticket Liquidator has been connecting buyers and sellers with the most sought-after and often sold-out events across the country. Ticket Liquidator's nationwide network gives you access to one of the largest online inventories of sports, theater, and concert tickets, with prices lower than most companies in other markets. And our security policies are solid, so you can buy with absolute confidence. More tickets, better service, and lower prices, so you can witness the best entertainment, culture, and sports events worldwide. At Ticket Liquidator, we know that seeing a legend bring down the house or watching your team win the championship is about more than a ticket. It's about being there. For all your sports and entertainment ticket needs, call us at 855-638-3034. Again, that's 855-638-3034.
Fantasy sports fans are winning huge cash prizes every day at DraftKings.com. America's favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want. Just pick your sport and draft your team. It's like a new season every time you play, so you're never stuck with the same players. Last year, $300 million were won at DraftKings.com, and you could be next to win big. Go to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code STU to play for free. That's STU for free entry now at DraftKings.com. Also, if you use promo code STU, DraftKings will match your initial deposit up to $600. Deposit $600, play with $1,200. DraftKings.com, promo code STU. This is your folk, Doug Stewart. Want to protect you and your family from life's unexpected mishaps? Then join 7. Join 7 is a prepaid legal company under the umbrella of the Protection Group. Join 7 is the only group benefit or motor club in the U.S. that offers auto reimbursement coverage, key replacement coverage, roadside assistance, gives you a current Medi-File, prescription savings, and fully encompassed prepaid legal benefits that include identity theft. They got your back. The average combined cost to purchase these benefits individually is over $850 a year. Join today and take advantage of all 7 for $17 a month. They've been around for over 20 years, so check them out by clicking on the banner link on my page, thedugstewartshow.com, or the app. Just go ahead and join 7. Dougie's Classics. Dougie's Classics. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Little new school for you, baby. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Little Chris Brown. Show our versatility. Yeah, yeah, baby. Is you drunk? Is you had enough? Are you here looking for love? Ooh, got the club going crazy. All these chickens, but my eyes on you. Is you somebody's baby? If you ain't, girl, what we gon' do? If you ain't gon' need it, baby, give it all up for you right now. We got the club going crazy. All eyes on you. Yes, sir. Dougie Classic for you right there. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Yes, sir. That boy is talented, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, man. So, see, I will reward you with Dougie Classics every once in a while as well, if you're new to the show, where I come out and sing. Once again, the library is getting full now because I perform so many great hits on this show. So you're welcome, Stewies. You're welcome. If you're new, especially to you, you're welcome. Yes, sir. Hey, 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. All I'm going to do is read chat this segment, man. I said we talk about Tiger Woods. We can briefly talk about it. It's really not a lot to talk about. You've heard the story. Tiger Woods did an interview with Time Magazine, and he was very revealing in said interview and talking about his relationship with his ex-wife, his divorce, how he talks with his kids about that, which personally to me, Tiger Woods ain't got no explaining to do to me about his personal life, or, and shouldn't have to explain anything at all. I think that whole thing was just bad because, I mean, that was personal. And whatever happened between him and his old lady, man, he didn't have to explain nothing to anybody, especially me. So he did go into detail about that, talking to his kids and what happened and their relationship. He says him and the relationship with him and Elin are tremendous. That's his former wife. And he also talked about that, in effect, man, that we probably seen the best of Tiger Woods and blamed it. And I guess you could kind of say made an excuse that because of the health injuries. He said that with his future that, he still wants to play golf at the highest level, but he's resigned to the fact that it might not happen if the nerve damage in his back doesn't allow for it. So obviously a ton of issues health-wise with his back, with the knee. I think he had an Achilles problem at one time. Tiger Woods just breaking down. He is. And then not only that, man, he's older. Tiger's about to turn 40 years old. Tiger Woods is about to turn 40 years old. That's crazy. That's crazy. And time is very, very cruel. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show and how it passes, man. And like I just talked about that step show thing, man. That was in the fall of 1992. So you're talking, 23 years ago, and I remember all of this stuff like it was yesterday. And like I look in the mirror and I ain't got no damn hair, and I got the reverse fade, and my neck hurt, and my back hurt. My neck and my back hurt, and my hamstring, and I can't jump, and I can't run as fast as I used to do, and this stuff in my mind wants to say it or do it, and I can't do it anymore, and it's very disheartening. And then you sprinkle on top of all of that Tiger Woods is turning 40 years old, and it just makes you just, sit back and look at your own morality. And it's very hurtful, man. But Tiger talked about all these things, man, and he's basically said it in so many words that he doesn't think, or he might not get back to the level of golf that he's ever been at. Me and Ryan had an ongoing bet, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, that Tiger would not pass Jack Nicklaus for majors. And I think he's, 4 short. Jack had 18, and Tiger was at like 14. He is at 14. And, I said that I didn't think he was going to do it, not just because of all the issues that have gone on with him health-wise, because mentally he's just not there. I mean, mentally he's just not there, and you got to be able to have your mental game together in golf, to be able to make a 3-foot putt, man, and not have them yips things they always talk about. I mean, it's big. It's a big mental game. And Tiger right now, man, he's just not that same dude anymore, man. So it's almost like, man, this is an incredible year in guys basically transitioning, and maybe transitioning is the wrong word. They aren't dying. But transitioning from being the greatest and at the top of their game to out. And I mean out of the door. Tiger Woods on his way out. Peyton Manning on his way out. Kobe Bryant on his way out. You're talking about 3 of the greatest players at their positions and in their sports in the history of sports. And it's very, very strange, very ironic to hear Tiger Woods talk in this defeatist manner. But it is what it is, man. Once again, Father Time, Mother Nature, as a tandem, as a team, as husband and wife, they kick much ass. They do. They do. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at dougthedougstewartshow.com. Let me read some of this chat from Loose Neck Psy. He says, laugh out loud at Doug. Doug got a list. I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about. From Brother Babe, Doug, you mad, bro? If you're talking about that whole step show thing story I told y'all in the last segment, yeah, I'm still mad. Yeah, I am. What? Let's just keep it real. I am still mad. 92, 23 years later, I am still mad. From Chico to Alpha, laugh out loud, salty ass Q. Yeah, I'm salty. I am. I am. Because, I wish you could been a fly on the wall. We used to practice outside. So this is the fall. And our traditional place that we practice, we used to call it the wall. It was kind of like a handball wall that they had by the tennis courts out on the university. And so it'd be 20 degrees outside and we'd be practicing. Once in a while it'd be a very cold early winter. And so we practice out there, man. And I wish you could see the conversations we had when we really were psyching each other out. Man, this year we going to do it. This year we going to do it. This year we going to do it. We going to work on our technique and all of that stuff, all of the little technical stuff that they judge you for, and we going to win it this year. And once again, we didn't, man. Disappointed. So, yeah, it really bothers me. That would be real cool if I could, first of all, I haven't seen the video in a while. I don't know where the videotape is. I'm going to try to find that videotape, and I'm going to get it converted to a DVD and then to an MP3 or MP4. That's what it is for video. And I'm going to post that online, man. Let y'all see how we set it out spring of 92. Once again, we always get the cream. The whole goal is to get the cream. To get the cream. And for people that don't know that terminology is that to get the ladies. That's what we did. All right? And back then, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, back then your boy was eating steel for breakfast. So I was always the first person taking off my shirt, jumping on the ground, hunching the ground and all of that, man. And, before the shows, I remember this. This might even be a little frat secret. I remember before the shows, before we used to come out on stage, I remember that we used to go and had a routine where we did 200-300 push-ups each, because we were ripped and shredded and looking real nice and tight. And you couldn't barely step because we had done so many damn push-ups in the locker room. But that's how we did it back then, and we really tried to win, and some of a bitch we lost again. Yeah, I'm still mad. From P. Cola 3, what up, dog? Set that ish out. Did a good job for those lost. Yeah, we did a great job. We should have won the last one. If they would have picked the winner by crowd applause and participation, kind of like they did on Apollo or whatever back in the day, they put the hand over the team or whatever, we would have won. We would have won. We would have won several of them, during my time there. But this one in particular, we really, really, really tried to win. So, yes, it still bothers me. And I'm done talking about that. D. Finley, Doug still feels some kind of way. Yes, I do. From Al Thompson, Doug has such vivid memories of all the wrongs ever done to him. You're right, and maybe I am scarred. You're right. I don't forget Ish. I don't forget the little dude that used to bully me around in the 3rd grade. I don't forget Ish. I'm not going to even call his name because I'm still mad. You wouldn't try that when we got to middle school, though. Yeah, I got a memory for stuff like that. Ms. Mocha Bella, Mark Richt just introduced as the new head coach of the U. Happy congratulations to the U and to Mark Richt. Mocha lives down there in Miami, so she's like our Miami boots on the ground person. From, let's see, Loose Neck Side, all frats be biting steps from time to time. Hell to the no. We don't bite no, the Qs don't bite no damn steps. No, sir. No. We do not. There's a certain way Alpha step with all of that clapping stuff, and the Sigmas, they do the same kind of little things or whatever. They got their own little idiosyncrasies, but nobody, and we don't even really step technically. The bros hop. We hop. We don't step. We hop. And so, I disagree with your statement, Loose Neck Side. Totally disagree. Uncle Luke, rip y'all off and win. Yes, sir. He must be an alpha. All right, see, now y'all got me kind of in a negative place today, man. You got me kind of in a negative mind frame today with all of this talking. I don't even know how I know how, because today's Alpha's, it's the Alpha's birthday today. I'm sorry, I forgot all about that. From Chico to Alpha, listen, Q's. Y'all are the Cleveland Browns. The steps. What? Oh, that's low. Cut me to the white meat just now, Chico to Alpha. Come on, man. We boys now. Come on. From Chico to Alpha, we don't ever. Yeah, I ain't never seen no alphas. I mean, listen, we all got our little things we do. I ain't never seen no alphas hop. If they do, that's straight copyright infringement right there from the bros. Let's see, y'all, the Cleveland Browns, whatever, man. From Corporate Brother, Doug sounds like a bitter female in a new relationship. Let it go. I'm trying, bruh. I'm trying. All right, I'm done with that. This really puts me in an unhappy place. Talking about how we were wronged by the alphas from South Carolina State University. Bunch of them good dudes. I kick it with a bunch of them. Drink a beer every once in a while. But y'all damn advisor, and I think he's retired now. Dr. Gant. That's his name. I call him out. Dr. Gant used to steal a step show from the bros. Hey, man, when we get back from the break, man, they're not even going to make allowances for this guy. I'll tell you who that is when we get back. We'll get into the funky 4 biggest games in football this weekend, college and pro. And we got the Boyle Penis Award coming up a little bit later. Sports talk with hot sauce. Guy talk with hot sauce. Singing with hot sauce. This is the Doug Stewart Show.
National Debt Relief is one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies, made up of energetic individuals who are passionate about helping thousands of Americans with debt relief. Most importantly, we're all about helping our customers through a tough financial time in their lives with education and individual customer service. We're dedicated to helping individuals and families rid their lives of burdensome debt. Specializing in debt settlement, and they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditor and collection accounts. Providing clients with both expertise and proven results, this means helping customers in time of hardship to get out of debt with the least possible cost. It can also mean conducting financial consultations, educating the customer, and recommending the appropriate solution. Core services offer debt settlement as an alternative. I repeat, alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, and debt consolidation. National Debt Relief is your #1 advocate group to help you reestablish financial stability as quickly as possible. So give us a call at 844-828-4975. Again, that's 844-828-4975 and work it out.
Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you.
At Ticket Liquidator, we believe you should have access to the experiences you want to be a part of. Since 2003, Ticket Liquidator has been connecting buyers and sellers with the most sought-after and often sold-out events across the country. Ticket Liquidator's nationwide network gives you access to one of the largest online inventories of sports, theater, and concert tickets, with prices lower than most companies in other markets. And our security policies are solid, so you can buy with absolute confidence. More tickets, better service, and lower prices, so you can witness the best entertainment, culture, and sports events worldwide. At Ticket Liquidator, we know that seeing a legend bring down the house or watching your team win the championship is about more than a ticket. It's about being there. For all your sports and entertainment ticket needs, call us at 855-638-3034. Again, that's 855-638-3034.
Let's face it, the metro Atlanta area is a great place to live, but like most major cities, it has a huge crime problem. Doug Stewart here to tell you about the team of security experts at Strickland Security and Safety Solutions. Strickland Security is an Atlanta-based security company, and whether you need an alarm system installed in your home or business or your current alarm system needs to be repaired, Strickland Security is the solution. Do you need to install or repair an existing camera system in your home or business? Again, Strickland Security is the solution. The management team at Strickland Security has a combined 55 years in the business of protecting people and property. They have certified and licensed technicians that can service all of your security needs. So, if you have crime issues or concerns in your neighborhood, you need to call the experts at Strickland Security. Invite these guys to your next neighborhood watch or homeowners association meeting and let them tell you about all of their security services. One more thing. Go to their website to see their new mobile solutions. They developed a smartphone app specifically for neighborhood crime and safety notifications. For more information, go to their website at stricklandsecurity.com or give them a call at 800-422-9075 and tell them that Doug Stewart sent you. Yes! Hour number 2, baby! All right, I'm good. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to try to let it go, man. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show, 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Fantastic, freaky, funny Football Friday to you. We're going to preview some of these games this weekend. You basically got conference championships or championship games. In college football, you got a couple of big games in the NFL as well. We still got to do Boiled Peanuts Award today as well. You just heard the commercial from my good friends from Strickland Security. Strickland Security, man, is always on the cutting edge of doing big things, man. And this is no different what they got going on now. Strickland Security has a security transportation service that they're offering to the listeners of the Doug Stewart Show and to its patrons going through New Year's. So what does that mean? That's right. They'll help you get home. They'll protect you and your family and your ride if you're going out for New Year's Eve. So they're on the cutting edge of things. Once again, they're very innovative. They have community watch setups that they have. They have all different types of ways to protect you and your family, even when you're not at home. All right. So through the New Year's, check out Strickland Security's security transportation service that they're offering. All you got to do is go online to stricklandsecurity.com. Once again, stricklandsecurity.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. Speaking of New Year's, man, I've been in discussions for the last month, basically, on trying to set up a venue to do a New Year's Eve party. Had a great one last year, but that particular place isn't doing New Year's Eve events. They're not working with promoters anymore. That's what they're telling me. So I was basically behind the 8 ball on getting a venue. I think I got one. If I do, the deal will be confirmed this weekend, hopefully. And that'll put us a little bit over 3 weeks away to promote the thing and get you all the details about it. But I'll let y'all know about that, I'm pretty sure, on Monday, if the Doug Stewart Show, your boy's going to have a New Year's Eve party, man, and bring the New Year's in the right way. So stay tuned for that. They just ain't going to give me any old kind of deal. Yeah, a lot goes into that type of thing, man. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. But once again, the easy way to be totally interactive is in the chat room on Spreaker.com. Let me read some of your chat here from Dollars and Cents. He says, cues where we stepped always got disqualified because ninjas came on stage like a freaking Wu-Tang Clan concert and started cursing and getting naked, laugh out loud. Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. That's what we used to do. Yeah. And like I said, I wasn't going to get back into this, but y'all kind of think it's funny or something like that. This particular year, that's what we did. We came on stage, and usually we had a couple of alcoholic beverages before we came out. I'm not going to lie. We used to come out there, and we'd be half drunk, and, like I said, we did a couple hundred push-ups, and we made sure to take our shirts off. Hell, we didn't do all the push-ups for nothing. And once in a while we cuss, and definitely we get on the ground and hunch the ground. And once again, we may not win the step show, but we won the damn cream. That was the only goal. This particular year, man, we really tried to win. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Dollars and Cents, wherever you went to school at, it was pretty across the board. That's how we did things, especially back then. I don't know how these younger boys do it now. But, yeah, that's what we did. That's what we did. I'm not denying it. From KC, Doug wakes up in a cold sweat mumbling, damn them alphas, damn them alphas. Yeah, I do. I do. I do. From Chico to Alpha, he says, I played golf with one of the IOTA's founders. I said, sir, just curious, what made you start? The ninja was silent, shaking my head. Yeah, the IOTAs, they're kind of new. Now, from what I understand, they actually, I didn't mean to get into a whole black fraternity conversation today on the show. But yeah, IOTAs, man, there weren't no idols around when I was in school. They weren't. It wasn't no Divine Nine. It was what they call the pan hell, the Great Eight or something like that. It was only 8. It wasn't, and over the last couple of years, IOTAs just showed up. Bless them. God bless them. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know nothing about the IOTAs, to be honest with you. From Lavelle Maestro, Doug said, yes, that's what we do. Laughing my butt off. Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. And we'll still do it today. I went to one of my chapter brothers' birthday parties a couple of weeks ago. You may have saw me posted it. Shouts out to Marshall Bayco, my 86 from my chapter. And so he had a bunch of his line brothers there, and, a couple other brothers from our chapter were there. And sure enough, we had a couple of cocktails, and they put on Atomic Dog, and 40, 50-year-old dudes, and they tried to set it out. They had an ambulance out there afterwards tending to folks. But that's what we do. That's what we do. Hey, just don't play Atomic Dog. If the bros were fighting a war, man, all the enemy has to do is just play Atomic Dog, and it's a wrap. We stepping. It's a wrap. We gonna put down our guns and start hopping. From Buster Doug, we had the Groove 5 grooves. Yeah, they had grooves when I first got to college. Grooves were, their colors were black and white, and they weren't recognized in the pan hell. They weren't like one of the 8 historically black fraternities. But they were kind of like a social club, I think they call themselves. But there are no more. After my freshman year in college, the only like 2 of them that were there, they graduated or they quit school or something, and they were all on the football team. It was like 3 of them, and all 3 of them were like offensive linemen. Shouts out to G5G. From the 47 Problem, he says something about Phi Beta Sigma. Oh, baby, you know the real frat is here. Yeah, okay, bruh. Yeah. Don't boo his frat, studio audience. Damn, studio audience just unruly today. From Grego, Omega Oil would have the Q's party crunk. You better believe it. From the 47 Problem, we got the Step Show coming up. Xi Chi Sigma chapter, PBS's, is giving the show back up for charity. Oh, yeah, that's what it's all about, man. From Coop, he says, Idols was a social fraternity in the 70s. I almost pledged. Okay. Yeah, and once again, I went into a quick little story, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. I went into the Greek paraphernalia shop here in Atlanta at West End Mall called the Burning Sands. I actually know the owner. She's a Delta. And they had this iota stuff on the wall, and this was probably 8-9 years ago. And I swear it's the first time I had ever seen it. And I was like, what is that right there? And one of the dudes working behind the counter was an iota. He was like, what do you mean, what is that? That's iota so-and-so and so-and-so, a younger cat. I was like, hey, buddy, I'm not the problem. I'm not the enemy. I just didn't know. Well, he got offended that I didn't know who the hell iotas were. Bruh, I'm sorry. I ain't never seen a damn iota in my life. I'm sorry. No offense. No disrespect. No disrespect. I never seen an iota, and the colors are brown, yellow. I think it's brown and yellow, or gold. And I didn't mean any disrespect, young fella. You know? And then so if they're doing positive for the community, man, I'm down. I'm cool. I'm cool with all y'all cats. I mean, I got a bunch of friends that's Kappas, Alphas, and Sigmas. I mean, it's all good. It's all good. Stand down, folk. Stand down. Like, dude wanted to fight me because I didn't know about his fraternity. I'm sorry. From Cornelius Small, I'm telling him right now. From P. Cola 3, no iotas at FAMU when I was there. No, hell no. There were no iotas anywhere. And I read, once I had that little confrontation with the dude at the paraphernalia store, I actually went back on Wikipedia or whatever and read up about them. So at one time, the way the story goes, they were around, and I guess they were a social club like the Grooves, and then they kind of like went away. You know, I guess they didn't, pay their dues or whatever as a fraternity. And so someone, reignited them, and they're back, and that's a good thing. I just didn't know. No offense. From Boosa, he says they get upset real fast, Doug. Laugh out loud. So you've had an experience with the iotas too? Yeah, okay, it wasn't just me then. From K-Mac, SWAC Championship this weekend. Let's go Grambling. Winner gets the Celebration Bowl in ATL. Yeah, I'm kind of bitter about that as well. In this Celebration Bowl, ESPN's funding this. It's basically like the Black College Championship game. It's going to be the SWAC versus the MEAC. And South Carolina State had a great opportunity to play in this game. We lost to North Carolina A&T on some shenanigans at the very end of the game, missed a field goal or something like that, or we would have played in this inaugural game. This is going to be a pretty big deal. I don't know if it'll ever rival the Bayou Classic or something like that, but it's in Atlanta. It's going to be at the Georgia Dome. It's going to be the week before Christmas. And once again, it's going to be the SWAC versus the MEAC, which are the two biggest conferences in black college football. And so North Carolina A&T is in it. And who's playing in it? What did my man just say? Yeah, Grambling and I think Alcorn State is the other team playing in the SWAC championship, and the winner is going to take on A&T in the Celebration Bowl coming up the week before Christmas. Yeah. All right, there goes the right music. There we go. From P. Cola 3, boo to the Celebration Chitlin Bowl. Come on, bruh. Why you gotta do that? Come on, man. Oh, if you didn't know, I mean, this is a good thing. ESPN's broadcasting the game on TV, and they're giving each conference $1 million. And a lot of people mad because, they wanted to play in the Division II or the 1AA playoffs, the FCS playoffs. So there's been a lot of discussion about that. So in effect, the MEAC champ is dropping out of that game. Usually that team was selected to play in the playoffs. Probably not going to happen now because of this Celebration Bowl. It's a business decision. I like the idea. I'll be there rooting for the MEAC, I guess, for A&T, which is going to be kind of creepy. But, yeah, it's all about money, man, at the end of the day. Yes, sir, we can use that money. All right, when we get back from the break, man, we'll talk a little bit about Steph Curry, and we'll talk also about some college football, the two biggest games in college football that I'm looking forward to this weekend. Don't go away. Keep it locked. This is the Doug Stewart Show.
National Debt Relief is one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies, made up of energetic individuals who are passionate about helping thousands of Americans with debt relief. Most importantly, we're all about helping our customers through a tough financial time in their lives with education and individual customer service. We're dedicated to helping individuals and families rid their lives of burdensome debt, specializing in debt settlement, and they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditor and collection accounts. Providing clients with both expertise and proven results, this means helping customers in time of hardship to get out of debt with the least possible cost. It can also mean conducting financial consultations, educating the customer, and recommending the appropriate solution. Core Services offer debt settlement as an alternative. I repeat, alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, and debt consolidation. National Debt Relief is your #1 advocate group to help you reestablish financial stability as quickly as possible. So give us a call at 844-828-4975. Again, that's 844-828-4975, and work it out.
Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you.
At Ticket Liquidator, we believe you should have access to the experiences you want to be a part of. Since 2003, Ticket Liquidator has been connecting buyers and sellers with the most sought-after and often sold-out events across the country. Ticket Liquidator's nationwide network gives you access to one of the largest online inventories of sports, theater, and concert tickets with prices lower than most companies in other markets. And our security policies are solid, so you can buy with absolute confidence. More tickets, better service, and lower prices, so you can witness the best entertainment, culture, and sports events worldwide. At Ticket Liquidator, we know that seeing a legend bring down the house or watching your team win the championship is about more than a ticket. It's about being there. For all your sports and entertainment ticket needs, call us at 855-638-3034. Again, that's 855-638-3034.
Wild Wild West. Wild Wild West. Wild Wild West. Wild Wild West.
The world's heavyweight champion of sports and guy talk radio. This is the Doug Stewart Show. Thank you for joining your boy on this fantastic, freaky, funny football Friday here with TDSS. Speaking of Friday, today is Friday. I need y'all to dig down deep. I need y'all to dig down deep, man. Some of y'all got paid today. I know it, Ninja. I know a couple of y'all got paid today. Buy your boy a beer, man. Have you heard about the Triple F campaign? Stands for $5 for the flavor. That's right, the flavor of the Doug Stewart Show. If you donate $5 to this show one time a month, man, we can keep doing it how we're doing it right now. All right? So go to thedugstewartshow.com, click on the donate button, and all we're asking is you donate $5. If you donate $20 or more, we will send you your first run edition of the Doug Stewart Show t-shirt. All right? Very, very simple. $5. That's 25 cents a day for 20 shows a month. Very, very easy. Go to thedugstewartshow.com, click on donate, and donate your boy $5. Put 5 on it. All right? Yes, sir. Safe, secure through PayPal. You heard the story about Steph Curry and Davidson? Davidson is not going to make exceptions to his rule for honoring former athletes, not even for Steph Curry. The school retires only the jerseys of players who graduated, and Curry, obviously the most recognized and accomplished player in school history, has not completed his degree requirements after going to the NBA early back in 2009. And I don't even know why this even came up now. Maybe it's just because Golden State went to North Carolina and played Charlotte a couple of days ago. His daddy's just got his jersey retired with the Charlotte Hornets. And so I guess maybe the conversation came up, why haven't y'all retired Steph's jersey? And I don't have a problem with that. I mean, if they have done this throughout the history of their school, then I don't have a problem with that at all. If Steph says that at some point he's going to go back and get his college degree, that's a good thing. But trust me, he's all right. Davis is all right. This ain't a big story at all to me if you ask me. He'll go back and get his degree, and at some point they will go ahead and retire his jersey. And, man, it just makes me think about Steph Curry, the phenomenon. And, I mean, you can pretty much, start to call him a phenomenon right now. Dude is a phenomenon. At his stature, doing the things that he does in the NBA, winning MVPs, winning championships, coming from Davidson. I mean, an incredible story. We're watching history right now, man. If this ninja can stay healthy, we're probably watching history right now, kind of like in the early stages of Michael Jordan's career and LeBron's career and Kobe's career. We talked about those guys the other day and their brand, Dr. J. Steph Curry at this pace right now, being a shooter with his skill set, he plays another 10 years at this level, man, and he's only going to get better. I mean, we might be watching history right now. I mean, seriously. 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. This is the Doug Stewart Show. Thank you so much for joining your boy. Let me read some of your chat. From Dollars and Cents, Old Stewie's, why has no one fouled that ninja hard? Because that's another part of this, is he's playing in the perfect era of basketball to be him. If Steph Curry wouldn't be Steph Curry 25 years ago, he would not be. He would not be the guy you see producing what he's doing, the way he's producing right now, if this was the bad boy era, or any era like in the late 80s. They used to beat the hell out of you. I mean, you can't go to the lane and not expect to get clothesline, especially in the playoffs. The stars pretty much are aligned for him. He would not be the player that we see out there today if he played basketball during the Jordan era, the bad boy era. Once again, he would not be that guy. From Ducking and Dodging, I respect Davidson for sticking to their rules. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that at all. From Cheese, we waited a long time to get Stu back on the air. Don't forget to Donate Stewie's. We waited a long time to get Stu back on the air. Don't forget to Donate Stewie's. My cousin's name is Dante. You talking about my cousin Dante that does the show with us on Saturday? I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about. From Loose Neck Side, hey, Uncle Mike, I used to kick it on PV's yard all the time. I'm from Dallas. A lot of our friends went there. He's talking about Prairie View A&M. From Chuchi, Davidson should stand on it because we are compromising everything and it is getting tiresome. Yeah, once again, I don't have a problem with that at all. I think it's actually a good thing. You didn't graduate yet. From Fat Boy McCoon, they ain't never had nobody like Steph either. Nobody close. I read the story, and it says Mike Malloy, another former basketball standout, left school a year early in 1970 to play in the ABA. Entrance into the school's Hall of Fame also requires the inductee have graduated. At that time, Malloy, who still holds the school record for rebounding, has not been inducted. So this ninja never went back. Yeah. I have no problem with it at all. From Chico the Alpha, shame on you, Davison. I wouldn't know who you are if it wasn't for him. Yeah, but come on, man, Chico the Alpha. I mean, you're an alpha. Come on, man. You know how important education is. And I guess they're just trying to make a point that, you're student athletes first. And a lot of schools have lost focus of that fact, especially in 2015. I don't think it's a bad thing. And Steph understands. It's not like Steph is complaining and stomping his feet or something like that. He understands totally. He gets it. From Grego, why would Caldwell say to the media that he was ready for a lateral and not a Hail Mary? Where is Caldwell trying to coach? I didn't hear that comment. And there was a lot of talk this morning, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, about that game last night. And why in the hell did they not have Calvin Johnson out there to knock down a Hail Mary pass? I've said it before, man. I'm just not a fan of Jim Caldwell. I mean, obviously, he's a black coach. I want to see black coaches be successful, man. But that crap that he pulled when he was in Indianapolis, where they rested those starters when they could have went undefeated, that was just real lame to me, man. And, he's just so timid acting, man. It was a call. It was a call that happened or something happened, and, the average person I know would go in there and just pitch a fit, kind of like Denny Green style or Jim Mora Jr. style at the press conference. And Caldwell just went in there and just ate it. He just took it. No Vaseline. Come on, man. Open your damn mouth up. Tip some tables over or something. Have some emotion. And then your coaching prowess is getting a little bit questioned over the last couple of weeks as well, how tough the Lions started out this year. They've actually turned it around over the last couple of weeks. But how you don't have Calvin Johnson out there to try to defend against that Hail Mary is beyond me. We used to do that in high school. My cousin John Rivers, I've talked about him before. My cousin John Rivers, he played basketball at Virginia Tech. He was 6'6", all-state wide receiver. I remember them trotting him out there in Hail Mary scenarios as well. We're talking 1987. And it's 2015. You got a 6'5" guy that can jump to the moon, and you don't put him out there? The game is too big for you then. Something's wrong. I mean, you're a damn veteran coach. You've been around the NFL for a gazillion years. I even think Caldwell played in the NFL. I'm pretty sure he did. How you don't have Calvin Johnson out there to defend against that? Possum Luck already. You get this phantom in a face masking call, which the dude didn't face mask. He touched the face mask with like his pinky, but he didn't pull the face mask. And just like the Detroit Lions, y'all find a way to lose. Y'all got Possum Luck. And y'all coach is lame. Damn. Jim Caldwell. Sit your ass down somewhere, Jim Caldwell. When we get back from the break, man, boiled peanuts will be given out. And we'll talk about the Funky Four, the 4 biggest games in the NFL. So says me. Or 4 biggest games in football. 2 college, 2 pro. So says me. Yeah, on the Doug Stewart Show. Don't go away. Fantasy sports fans are winning huge cash prizes every day at DraftKings.com. America's favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want. Just pick your sport and draft your team. It's like a new season every time you play. So, you're never stuck with the same players. Last year, $300 million were won at DraftKings.com, and you could be next to win big. Go to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code STU to play for free. That's STU for free entry now at DraftKings.com. Also, if you use promo code STU, DraftKings will match your initial deposit up to $600. Deposit $600, play with $1,200. DraftKings.com, promo code STU. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music. watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BV Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. This is your folk, Doug Stewart. Want to protect you and your family from life's unexpected mishaps? Then join 7. Join 7 is a prepaid legal company under the umbrella of the Protection Group. Join 7 is the only group benefit or motor club in the U.S. that offers auto reimbursement coverage, key replacement coverage, roadside assistance, gives you a current Medi-File, prescription savings, and fully encompassed prepaid legal benefits that include identity theft. They got your back. The average combined cost to purchase these benefits individually is over $850 a year. Join today and take advantage of all 7 for $17 a month. They've been around for over 20 years, so check them out by clicking on the banner link on my page, thedougstewartshow.com, or the app. Just go ahead and join 7. Penis tastes better boiled.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Today, we are going to begin our study of the male erection. We are adults. Now, I want everybody together to go ahead and say, penis, penis, penis.
Penis tastes better. Penis tastes better. Penis tastes better boiled.
come on, y'all, say it.
No, man. Peanuts. I'm trying to say it as slow as I can. Peanuts. 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 Y'all know what the hell I was saying.
Come on, y'all, say it.
It's that time of the week. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Time to give out some boiled peanuts. All right, thank you for the nominees. So here are your nominees for the Boiled Peanuts Award. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Let's see. The Cleveland Browns, just in general, they get nominated for Boiled Peanuts Award. Just in general. And obviously, what's going down over the past weekend with the whole Johnny Manziel thing, they really just don't want Johnny Manziel. We've talked about this ad nauseum, but the Cleveland Browns, just being the Browns and a bad organization for a long, long time, they've been nominated for a Boiled Peanuts Award. Detroit Lions secondary, and I'm also going to add Jim Caldwell onto that as well, nominated for a Boiled Peanuts Award. Ooh. Matt Ryan, the quarterback of the Atlanta Falcons, has been nominated for a Boiled Peanuts Award. Yeah, I mean, really has sucked over the last 5 or 6 weeks. There's no other way to say it. I tried to figure a way to say that a little bit nicer, but there's no other way to say it. He actually has been sucking wind over the last couple weeks. The Lakers for losing to the 76ers. Yeah, it's pretty bad. And also Jahlil Okafor for just wilding out in them streets like he's some kind of insane maniac. So there go your nominees for the Boiled Peanuts Award, man. And we got a pretty good little list of nominees this week. We didn't actually get a chance to let you guys officially vote like we normally do. But that's fine. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and make a decision. I'm going to pull an executive decision right now. So this week's Boiled Peanuts Award winner is your Boiled Peanuts Award winner is Jahlil Okafor. Yeah. And weighing all the different options, man, no one else deserves a Ball Penis Award more than Jahlil Okafor. You got to put in all of the variables to the equation. First and foremost, remember this. He has a pocket full of money. I mean, a pocket full. First-round draft pick. Should have been the number 2 pick in the draft. First-round draft pick, center of the franchise. They're going to build around him. You would think a guy like that got it going on, right? So he's got a pocket full of money. There should be nothing that anyone says to try to heckle him that should bother him or get under his skin. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. That being said, in the course of a couple of weeks, months, this man has been caught speeding, going 108 miles per hour. Now, young cat speed. Somebody mentioned this yesterday in the chat room, which is a very good point. We've all probably, sped at times when we were younger. And some people still do it even when they're older, and we shouldn't have. But 108 miles per hour? No, bruh. I ain't never drove 100 miles per hour in my life. You ain't no damn race car driver. How the hell, what kind of car you got that goes up 100 miles per hour? Over a bridge! Okay, so that's bad enough. He gets to some type of skirmish with a dude on the streets in some bar, and the guy pulls a gun on him, allegedly, and then he's documented to 2 street fights. Huh? Oh, hell no. This week, you're this week's Ball Penis Award winner. Jahlil Okafor. Now, I hope you can get it together, bruh. I hope you can get it together. I hope that chick, Anna, can fix your life or something like that. What's her name? Anna Van Zett or something like that, whatever, on that darn reality show. I hope so, but you need to fix it fast, man. Until then, you're this week's Ball Penis Award winner. Studio audience agrees. Hey, man, the Funky 4 biggest games this weekend in the world of college football and in the NFL, 2 college and 2 pro. You know what it is, man. Conference championships in college football this weekend. Playing in the ACC championship game, the Dr. Pepper ACC championship game. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels versus the Clemson Tigers. This is good for a lot of reasons. You know the Shrine Bowl game that pits one state against another state, high school all-star game? North Carolina and South Carolina play against each other in the Shrine Bowl. So a lot of these players actually probably have familiarity with each other. Number 1 Clemson Tigers, number 1 team in college football for the last couple of weeks in the rankings, taking on the number 10 North Carolina Tar Heels. North Carolina's Elijah Hood, 1,280 rushing yards this season, are 3rd most in school history, and his 16 rushing touchdowns are 3 shy of tying the Tar Heels single-season school record. So look out for him, as well as North Carolina quarterback Marquise Williams. Doesn't get a lot of hoopla, but has been playing great this year. He's been responsible for 90 touchdowns in his career, the most in school history. Is 3 touchdowns away from Russell Wilson for 3rd in ACC history. So looking for a big performance from him. And you know about Clemson and what they got going on. A staunch defense all year long. Heisman Trophy candidate Deshaun Watson is the quarterback for the team. And this is for all of the marbles. There's some ways theoretically that North Carolina can win this game and a couple of teams ahead of them lose. And add on top of it, they get a big win against the number 1 team in the country that has been for the last couple of weeks. Possibly they can jump into the Final 4 in the playoff rankings. It's going to be a long shot, but we will see. Clemson's favored in this game by 5. I think Clemson tries to make a statement this week. They haven't looked dominant over the last couple of weeks, but I think they make a statement this week, and they dominate, and they blow out Carolina this weekend. I like Clemson in this game. 28-17. All right. Also, the other game I'm looking forward to this weekend, that game is at 8 p.m. on Saturday night on ABC. Bad thing about the scheduling this weekend, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, is the other big game that I'm looking forward to comes on at the exact same time. I ain't never in my life been excited to see anything with the Iowa Hawkeyes. But I want to see if they're for real. I want to see if Iowa's for real or for fake. They got their shot this weekend, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Fox. They take on Michigan State in the Big Ten Championship game. There have been 26 FBS teams to start 12-0 in the last 10 seasons, and only 2 of them, Ohio State and Florida State, had a worse average scoring margin than Iowa during the season at 15 points. On the other hand, Iowa has trailed in the second half in FBS low one game this season and has yet to trail in the fourth quarter. Michigan State has trailed in the second half in 4 games this season, including 3 games in the fourth quarter. You know exactly what happened against Michigan. They should have lost that damn game. So I'm going to DVR this game. Not going to watch the news. Go back and watch this one live. Michigan State and Iowa. I think it's going to be pretty close, though, unlike the other game in the ACC. I think Michigan State comes out on top. Let's call it 24-21 Spartans. So there go your 2 biggest games in the world of college football this weekend. So says the Doug Stewart Show. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. We still got to talk about the 2 biggest games in the NFL coming up this weekend. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, it's the return of the 2 live stews. It continues. Yes, sir. 11 a.m. on 640 WGST. If you're in Atlanta, and worldwide on iHeartRadio as well. The return of the 2 Live Stews continues tomorrow morning. Make sure you tune in. It's hard to, a lot of times people forget they got stuff going on Saturday mornings, so we send out these little reminders on social media. Don't forget, and tune in and support your boys tomorrow morning on the 2 Live Stews. All right, when we get back from the break, the Funky Four continues. We'll talk about the 2 biggest games in the NFL. We'll wrap up today's show. I'll read some of your chat and do what we do right here on the Doug Stewart Show. Man, thank y'all for all of the chat, man. Thank y'all for all of the chat. Couple more games this weekend of significance. The SEC Championship game, obviously. Florida taking on Alabama. Alabama should roll in that one, as well as Stanford and USC in the Pac-10 Championship. A lot on the line for Stanford, even though they got 2 losses. If they can win this thing and some things happen for them once again, and teams in front of them in the rankings, Stanford can find their way into this playoff thing. So definitely going to keep our eyes on that. All right, when we get back, the Funky Four continues. I'll read more of your chat. This is the Doug Stewart Show. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you.
At Ticket Liquidator, we believe you should have access to the experiences you want to be a part of. Since 2003, Ticket Liquidator has been connecting buyers and sellers with the most sought-after and often sold-out events across the country. Ticket Liquidator's nationwide network gives you access to one of the largest online inventories of sports, theater, and concert tickets with prices lower than most companies in other markets. And our security policies are solid, so you can buy with absolute confidence. More tickets, better service, and lower prices, so you can witness the best entertainment, culture, and sports events worldwide. At Ticket Liquidator, we know that seeing a legend bring down the house or watching your team win the championship is about more than a ticket. It's about being there. For all your sports and entertainment ticket needs, call us at 855-638-3738 855-638-3034. Again, that's 855-638-3034.
National Debt Relief is one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies, made up of energetic individuals who are passionate about helping thousands of Americans with debt relief. Most importantly, we're all about helping our customers through a tough financial time in their lives with education and individual customer service. We're dedicated to helping individuals and families rid their lives of burdensome debt. Specializing in debt settlement, and they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditor and collection accounts. Providing clients with both expertise and proven results, this means helping customers in time of hardship to get out of debt with the least possible cost. It can also mean conducting financial consultations, educating the customer, and recommending the appropriate solution. Core Services offer debt settlement as an alternative. I repeat, alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, and debt consolidation. National Debt Relief is your #1 advocate group to help you reestablish financial stability as quickly as possible. So give us a call at 844-828-4975. Again, that's 844-828-4975 and work it out.
If you're not stewing, what the hell are you doing? This is the Doug Stewart Show. Y'all be careful out there this weekend for the holiday, man. It's not a holiday, for the weekend. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about Thanksgiving still. But thank you so much for tuning in to the Doug Stewart Show. Yes, sir. MCMI, people call me Milk. Hey, you still got time to give me a call if you like. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. But the Funky Four continues, the 4 biggest games in football. We already talked about college. Now the 2 biggest games in the NFL. Yes. Y'all like that, don't y'all? Yes! The frozen tundra of Lambeau Field. All right, so you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. 2 biggest games I'm looking forward to this weekend in the NFL. Someone mentioned it earlier in the chat. The Seattle Seahawks on the road taking on the Minnesota Vikings. This is going to be a good one. This is a pick'em game. All right, for my non-gamblers out there, what pick'em means is there's no line. Like, no one's favored over the other. Usually the home team gets like a 3-point spread at least because they're the home team and everything's really close as far as talent, and so there's a lot of parity in the league. But to say that this game is a pick'em basically is saying the odds makers like the Seattle Seahawks in this thing. Both teams have won 4 of their last 5 games, so they're both playing great football. Teddy Bridgewater doing this thing. Adrian Peterson seems re-energized, like he's found the fountain of youth. The Seattle Seahawks are 6-5 on the year. The first time they've been over 500 this year in the season. Really started off really slow. If Seattle gets things turned around, man, they can beat anybody in the playoffs. Y'all know that. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. So that's the big one I'm looking forward to on Fox. 1 p.m. kickoff this weekend. The Seahawks on the road taking on the Minnesota Vikings. This game is kind of going to show, once again, who's for real and who's for fake. Both have tough defenses. Both have solid quarterbacks, young quarterbacks that don't turn the ball over. So that's one of the games I'm looking forward to in the NFL. In the other game, yeah, I'm a homer. Looking forward to the Falcons on the road taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Another pick'em game. So the bookmakers basically thinking this is a coin toss. Jameis Winston has been playing great over the last, I'll say, 5-6 weeks. The Buccaneers are 3-2 in their last 5 games. And you know what it is with the Falcons. The Falcons have lost 5 out of their last 6. I don't see any reason, and I mean any reason, to believe that the Falcons can go on the road, even though they had that players-only meeting and whatnot. And I can't see any reason why the Falcons are going to go and win this game. Something's wrong with this team. Something's wrong with Matt Ryan. Something's wrong in that locker room. Tampa Bay, once again, is riding on a high. Jameis Winston seems to have figured it out. Tampa 5-6 on the year. Atlanta 6-5. Both teams technically still have a shot to make it to the playoffs. Falcons need this game if they have any real, chance to get in. They got to win this game. They still got 2 games against Carolina. So looking forward to seeing what happens in this one this weekend. So there you have it. The Funky Four, the 4 biggest games to look into in college football this weekend. The Clemson Tigers taking on the Carolina Tar Heels. The Michigan State Spartans taking on the Iowa Hawkeyes. And in the NFL, Seahawks, Vikings, and Falcons, Buccaneers. And there you have it. I absolutely love that music. I love that music. Let me read some of your chat here in the chat room from Kaza. He says, I went 110 miles an hour through the Norfolk Tunnel years ago, but I was like 20, so hopefully he will grow out of this crazy stuff. What kind of car did you have, bruh? I mean, seriously. Were you driving what? One of them Ferraris or something like that? I didn't know you had money like that, Kaza. From Al Thompson, Doug, what kind of car does he have that doesn't keep it 100? No, I didn't say keep it 100. I says, what kind of car does he have where you can drive over 100 miles per hour? I may have said that fast. You may have misunderstood me. From KC, we were talking about Jalil Okafor. He's this week's winner of the Boiled Peanuts Award. He was stopped speeding at 100, and they clocked him at 108 miles per hour. What? Freaking Cale Yarborough or something like that? From Dobby, Doug's still driving a Model T, talking about what kind of car go over 100 miles per hour. What? I mean, I guess there's 100 on the dashboard, but I haven't seen anybody, and I'm glad, knock on wood, praise God, I've never tried to push it over 100 miles per hour, and I've never been in the car with somebody that's pushed it, that's punched it to over 100 miles per hour. I thought they just had that up there for show. I didn't know you could actually go 100 miles per hour. Why would you want to do that? Yeah. From KC, if Doug had a pocket full of money and then felt like they stole the step show from him, how would he have reacted? If I had a pocket full of money and they stole a step show from me, I'm not going to try to fight nobody. And that's not a good comparison anyway. That's not a good analogy anyway. I don't like that analogy. That doesn't work right. From Lavelle Maestro Love, Okafor is from the Shy, 19, and wilded out Doug, but no excuse. Yeah, that was an excuse. Lavelle Maestro, that's not an excuse. That was just that, an excuse. From that ninja, BS Doug, you gave him that because of press coverage. Come on, sir. What do you mean press coverage, ninja? Stop it, ninja! You think, whether it's press coverage or not, you think those stories are good? You don't think those stories are bad for a guy that has so much to lose? Come on, man. From Grego, okay, Cornelius, Grio Huffington Post is reporting. From Looseneck side, does Jim Caldwell even get mad, or does he pat his players in the butt and say, go get him next week, champ? That's what he probably does, man. From Looseneck side, or for Cornelia Small, no, but it did give me a personal, usually, but not necessarily a woman who is thoroughly disliked. I don't know exactly what he's talking about. From Clay Davis' Sheet Advisor, you guys do know that UNC has a rich history in football as well. They do? They've had a couple of good players. Wait a minute, have I missed something? Has North Carolina won a national championship in football over the last 40 years? No, I don't think so. They've had a bunch of good players. Obviously, they had Lawrence Taylor before my time. I don't remember Lawrence Taylor at North Carolina, but clearly he was a great player. Who else? North Carolina. Vonnie Holiday. The great Vonnie Holiday. Shouts out to Vonnie Holiday, defensive lineman. Who else? Played for the Green Bay Packers. Natrone Means Business. That's right. He went to North Carolina. Who else? North Carolina is a basketball school, bro. You must be from North Carolina. Maybe you went to North Carolina. But no, man. Let's be real. Once again, we are very real around here. Okay, on the Doug Stewart Show. North Carolina is not a football school. It's not known as a football school. It's known as a basketball school, as one of the best basketball schools in college basketball. But no, don't be that much of a homer, bro, that you think North Carolina has a great, rich history in football. What the hell you consider a rich history? Nature all means business? Running a touchdown in the Super Bowl or getting destroyed in the Super Bowl for the Chargers. From KC says, Doug's Yugo stopped after hitting 55 miles per hour. Oh, y'all clowning, huh? From 9-0 the Rhino, he says the speed limit is 70. Most people do 80 easy. Why is 108 miles per hour unbelievable? I guess technically when you put it like that, you're right. Yeah. Some people do 80. I've looked up and seen myself doing 80, and I'm one of those people. My wife always tells me that, why ain't you driving faster? Like when we drive home to South Carolina, 5-hour drive, I usually keep it, if the speed limit's 70, I've always been told, if you go 5 miles over the speed limit, you'll be good. You won't get stopped. So I'm always around 75. Like the most I'll go is 75. I really don't hit 80. I don't know. Maybe I'm just cautious like that when I'm driving. From Thorny Switch, I know P3. The way the experts talk about him, you would think he's Peyton's age. Laugh out loud. I don't know what she's talking about. Clay Davis' sheet advisor. I know Sweet Thorny Jones. But how many points will Cam put on the Saints? Damn, some type of freaky stuff going on in the chat room. From Thorny Switch, Doug clowning. Doug, you going to the Lakers game tonight? If someone has a ticket that they'd sell me for a nominal price. Yes, I would love to go. But as it stands right now, I just can't do it. They selling them tickets. They scalping. Ever since Kobe came out with this damn announcement that he's retiring, all the Kobe Bryant Lakers game tickets have skyrocketed. They're talking about nosebleed seats like $80. Damn that. Not the kid. No way, Jack. I'll watch it on TV. From Miss Mocha Bella, I love Freaky Doug. Wow. I better not say that. I think my wife might be listening. Oh, she's saying I love Freaky like she likes being freaky. And Mocha, we kind of peeped that out over the last couple of weeks, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, that you got a little freaky side to you. We peeped that out. I mean, the Stewies have peeped it out. Mirrors on ceilings and whatnot. From Andre Elam, Doug is the one holding up traffic, slow driving ass, laugh out loud. Yeah, that's me. Miss Mocha Bella, she says a normal person doesn't drive 108 miles per hour. What are you rushing to go to? Yeah, at the end of the day, that's the point I'm making here. A normal person doesn't drive 108 miles per hour. Even if you're speeding, you don't drive 108 miles per hour. Let's be honest about this. And we know, we need to really, kind of put this thing all in the particular light that it's in. He's a young kid, and speed, I remember I probably sped a little bit more than I should have when I was a younger person, and you make mistakes and you grow from it and all like that. But seriously, 108 miles per hour, even when I was 17 years old and I just got my license and I got away from my mama and daddy for a second, I never punched it to 108 miles per hour. I had plenty of sense even when I was 17 years old. I'm sorry. So stop it. Stop making excuses for this kid, man. This kid needs to figure it out real quick. And I wish him nothing but success. But let's be real about this. You don't get into 3 altercations in the street, in particular Philadelphia, the Illadelph, and live to tell about it. Let's just be honest about this. Stop trying to, placate this kid, man. Stop it. There's no reason for that man to be so upset with somebody that he want to fight them in the middle of the street. What? This 2015, man. Ninjas play for keeps. Are you crazy? Stop it. Y'all stop it. With this type of behavior is the reason why he probably acted out like this. He better get a grip real fast. I'm going to tell you that right now. That's word from the Doug Stewart Show. Yes, sir. Maybe we need to start giving a public service announcement around this bitch. Y'all making excuses for this man. I don't know where y'all, some of y'all from real sheltered places, man, to not understand how easily this dude could have been dead. You know? So just stop it. Stop it. He is a grown-ass man. Stop making excuses for him. Thank you so much for joining me today on the Doug Stewart Show. Yes, sir. Shouts out to all of the Stewies. I really do appreciate it, man. Thank you for patronizing TDSS, man. Don't forget, some of y'all got paid today. Hit your boy with a little 5 spot. I really would appreciate it. Go to thedougstewartshow.com. Click on the donate button. And all we're asking is $5 once a month. We're not asking you to do this every other day, anything like that. If I get the majority of y'all to donate $5 once a month, man, we'll be sitting real pretty. And we can continue to provide you with this excellent radio programming. All right? Seriously. Thank you so much to my man Waterhead Walter, producer to the Doug Stewart Show. Dwayne Vassan, Gerald Oliveri, thank you very much. The engineers to the Doug Stewart Show. Shouts out to Pink Gator for this track. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, the return of the 2 live stews on 640 WGST, as well as iHeartRadio. All right? We'll do this show again Monday, same Doug Stewart time, same Doug Stewart channel. Peace.